Hi, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Peter Albrecht.
And I'm Roseanne Haven. We begin tonight with the Alabama race getting national attention. I'm talking about Tommy Tuberville easily defeating Jeff Sessions for the Republican Senate nomination. And the Associated Press declared this race over early in the evening as Tuberville wins with more than 60% of the vote. Sessions really winning only in Mobile County, where he lives now, in Wilcox County, where he grew up. Let's move on over to the congressional races now. On the Republican side, Jerry Carl defeats Bill Hightower. There you see Carl with 43,000 votes. Hightower barely making just under 40,000. And it looks like the Democratic race will go to James Averhart, a winner tonight over Kiani Gardner. More on the congressional races in just a minute, but back to that big story of the night, Tommy Tuberville's victory. Let's listen to what he told his supporters tonight in Montgomery.
Thank you, Alabama. Thank you for your trust, your confidence. Your message of change is loud and clear. To Senator Jeff Sessions and his supporters, let me congratulate you on a hard-fought campaign. You know, being a football coach, I know when you get into a bowl game and you lose, one team moves on, the other one doesn't. But you're in the same conference. But you pull for each other, even after that. This is a great country we live in. I just talked to Senator Sessions, and he was awesome. He said, Coach, I'm all in.
Our state capitol reporter Rashad Hudson is covering the Tuberville campaign in Montgomery, and we will check in with him for a full report in just a minute. Well, Alabamians have spoken, and the defeat of Jeff Sessions in this runoff really marks the end of an era. The former U.S. Attorney General conceding the race more than an hour ago. News 5's Debbie Williams live tonight at the Sessions camp. And Debbie, this one was never even close.
Yeah, Mr. Sessions saying that he thought that they were making progress, that the campaign was gaining some steam there in the last few weeks. Obviously, it was not enough. Within 2 hours of the polls closing, it was clear that Sessions would not get a chance to reclaim his old job. He congratulated Tommy Tuberville on what he called a firm, solid race and said he would stand behind him and help him win in November. But he began what may be his last political speech with gratitude.
Good evening. To the people of Alabama, I want to thank you for your support over the years. We've fought a good fight in this race, and we've taken a case to the people of Alabama, and the people of Alabama have spoken. They want a new leader, a new fresh face to go to Washington. I think we're going to have that. I love this state. It's been an honor beyond words for me to serve it.
Was next for him, but he did say.
As for his political career that started back in 1975, he says he has no regrets. He's proud of his accomplishments, and he leaves office with his integrity intact. Reporting live in Mobile, Debbie Williams, WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Debbie. Tuberville moves on to face incumbent Doug Jones this fall. I spoke to Jones tonight, who said he looks forward to November in his battle with Tuberville and thinks he can remain a blue senator in a red state.
But if you look at what we've done for teachers, what we've done as a member of the armed services for national defense, what we've done for farmers across this state, the things that we've done for folks in Alabama across the board and in every zip code, that's what's going to get me reelected in November.
On to the House races. Both the Republicans and the Democrats had extremely close matchups in March, leading to tonight's runoff. Let's start with the Republican results. Two-term Mobile County Commissioner Jerry Carl edging former state Senator Bill Hightower. Looks like this one will be about a 52-48 victory for Carl. And we now go live to the winner, Jerry Carl.
Well, Roseanne, it's been a very tight race, but everyone in here, you can just feel the energy. Everyone's really excited. We're actually joined by Jerry Carl. How did it feel when you got that call of Hightower conceding?
It was exciting. We really were expecting it, watching the numbers, and he called and he was very gracious, and it was a great phone conversation.
As far as working with him, you mentioned that you've spoken with him and you have his support. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, we'll get together. Bill and I have been friends for a number of years. These campaigns do get ugly. You do get separated, but we're friends. We go way back. We'll We've broke bread many a times. We'll get back together. He'll help us through November.
One of the important things that you did mention is that November is still ahead of you and it's not over. Talk a little bit about what you were telling your supporters.
Well, we get to take a week off and then we go back to work because we've got to win in November. We've got to hold this seat as a Republican Party. The Republicans, we've got to come together and actually hold this seat, for District 1. So we can take the family values and the values we have here in South Alabama to Washington and keep them there.
We're hearing Averhart, the winner of the Democratic side of this race. How do you feel going into November with Averhart as your competition here?
James and I have become pretty close, talking to one another and having conversations. I'm really not looking forward to running against him, to be quite honest, because we have become friends. But we'll do what we got to do, and I think we'll come out okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. We'll of course keep y'all updated with the latest local election headlines you need to know. Reporting live in Spanish Fort tonight, I'm Dana Winter for WKRG News 5.
Thanks, Dana. Bill Hightower lost running for governor 2 years ago. Now he's lost his race for Congress.
Hightower did not have a watch party tonight because of COVID-19 concerns. News 5's Cody Long joins us from outside the place where Hightower voted today. Cody?
That's right, Roseanne. No public watch party because of coronavirus, but in the end, about 4,000 votes separated these two candidates. Bill Hightower showed up to vote here at Regency Church of Christ with his family. That was around 9 o'clock this morning. He has issued a statement tonight saying, quote, "While today's results did not turn out as we all had hoped, it was your voices that kept me going during these long days. I congratulate my opponent, Commissioner Carl, on a hard-won contest, and I look forward to working to ensure President Trump is re-elected this November." But earlier, Hightower talked about what he would do if he lost tonight. He said, "I'm going to work really hard, and I want to see a Republican in that seat." He said, quote, "Just like we need to turn that Doug Jones seat in U.S. Senate, that is so critical," he said. And we do have the latest numbers from this race right now at WKRG.com. Reporting live in Mobile tonight, I'm Cody Long, WKRG News 5.
So Jerry Carl moves on to November in a matchup with James Averhart, who defeated Kiani Gardner tonight.
Of course, it will be an uphill fight for the Democrats as a Republican has held the congressional seat since 1965.
WKRG News 5's Brianna Hollis has been covering the Democratic race tonight, and she joins us live in Mobile with more.
So this was really neck and neck until about 50% of the votes came in, but we are here tonight with the winner of this race, James Averhart. How are you feeling right now?
I'm totally elated to have the opportunity, just hearing the news. I actually wasn't watching the news, tracking the numbers, and I had the team members just kind of keeping me abreast of what was going on. So I'm truly honored, first and foremost, and just elated.
And of course, a big victory tonight, but facing an uphill battle going into November. Republicans have held this seat for decades. How are you feeling about the general election?
Well, I'm optimistic about the general election as well. We're going to go back to the table, reorganize and more so make some planning, make some strategic planning and move forward.
How are you feeling about the support here tonight?
Well, been speaking of, coming together as one, embracing diversity. And that's what Alabama needs, and I think Alabama is ready for it, and we're looking forward to embracing it and moving forward.
All right, thank you so much for your time tonight. Congratulations. And we did reach out to Kiani Gardner and her campaign, and once we hear from her, we'll be able to give you that response, their statement online. For now, reporting live in Mobile, Brianna Hollis, WKRG.
All right, thank you so much, Brianna. And voters in Midtown, Tolmanville, and Maysville picking a new school board member tonight. Former teacher Sherry Dillahay McDay defeated Ty Burden. There is no Republican opposition in November. Robert Battles currently holds the seat, but did not seek re-election.
Back now talking about the Republican Senate race. Tommy Tuberville was criticized by Jeff Sessions and the Sessions support team for not debating. And in fact, he said very little in the race, instead continuously touting his endorsement from President Trump.
News 5 political consultant John Gray says it's a strategy that worked.
What he was really good at was keeping his mouth shut. And you got to know something about politics. It's not always knowing what to say. It's whether you should or shouldn't.